It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. So glad y'all could join us for this game. Kate, Scott, and Brock here on the call for it, and we're expecting quite a bit of offensive gamesmanship, partner. Some veteran savvy out there. Both of our starting quarterbacks have spent quite a long time in this league, and they've got plenty of experience to show for it.
Yeah, I like the way you say that right there. Gamesmanship and veteran savvy. Father Time, he chases down these skill guys. It's a game that's getting younger and younger, right? Because, well, it's hard to be as fast as you've been when you were a rookie. As a quarterback, you've got to use your years of experience. Both these guys have to play this game from the neck up and still play it at a high level.
Cordero Patterson now to return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. Leading them out, a man in his 13th NFL season and rising quickly up the career leaderboards, Russell Wilson.
Kate, Russell Wilson's one of the NFL's most experienced quarterbacks. He's also one of the winningest quarterbacks, even with a couple bumps in the road in Denver. Remember, over that decade in Seattle with Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom, there wasn't a quarterback that won more games in the history of the league over the first 10 years. 9 times to the Pro Bowl as well. Put a supporting cast around him, give him a run game and a defense, and Russell Wilson still knows very well how to play this game.
They gain 14 on the play, and that's a Steelers first down. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
Throwing on third, Wilson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
So a punt coming up on 4th down, and it's against Belgium native Corliss Waitman with the honors. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. They're led out by the 4-time MVP who's been in this league since 2005, Aaron Rodgers.
I think it's safe to say, Kate, Aaron Rodgers may be one of the most polarizing figures in the NFL, but there is nobody that will question his ability to spin a football different than everybody else. Just ask his receivers, tight ends, running backs, anybody that's ever played with him. He elevates their game, and he often elevates his own game to an MVP kind of level.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? It did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Rodgers throwing on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They strike for 23 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here, that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On first down, here comes Hall. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him 5 on that play. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 6.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot.
Pressure's there, and the steel curtain closes on him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will take over deep on their own side. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Harris once more. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
A 3rd down run with Harris. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. On play action now, Wilson. This one falls incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so that brings up 2nd down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Wilson on 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. 58 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Jets football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Rodgers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
To throw again on 2nd down, Rodgers. That one's incomplete over the middle.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Rodgers here from the gun. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. And the Steelers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they go with Harris. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Staying on the grab with Harris. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Russ now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they're on the board.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Starting from the 5. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football! And they steal it back on the return. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. And when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
This, our last play of the quarter. A handoff for Harris, running right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. They give to Harris from the gun. It's a gain of 3 after the loss, but still 3rd and 8 to work with.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Facing fourth down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. Poorly hit, and that finds the crossbar. A surprising miss. And they are unable to double their lead.
Well, that fooled me. He had it on line. That wasn't the issue. Just didn't have the leg he needed. And the ball goes the wrong way as he's denied by the crossbar.
The Jets out to begin another drive. And things have gone from bad to worse in their 2 drives. Hopefully the third time's the charm for them. They find some success. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. It's another first-half mistake. He's intercepted again. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure. But instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Chris Boswell for the point after. That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Xavier Gipson now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Jets and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, gotta play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
They start the drive with Hall. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
To the air here on 1st down, Rodgers. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Throwing on 1st down, Rodgers. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Off play action, Rodgers. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
When we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Again, Rodgers. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to attain through that hit. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Now this is a beauty of a kick. It's headed out of bounds, no chance at a return or a touchback. They're going to mark it out at the 6. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At the 6-yard line.
Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he works this one up to the 11-yard line. Give him 5 on that play. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 6.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
To the air, 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10 give to Harris. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. A give left. Oh, the football's loose. And this is scooped up by the Jets.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. New set of downs for him at the 38. Hall running between the tackles. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Quick slant, that's Williams. And it's a gain of 5 as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Third and 4 coming up now. Here's Rodgers. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring it up 4th down.
Okay, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Calvin Austin on the return. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Steelers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Wilson now from the gun. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Russ is going to cook here. Gets this one to Harris. Has some daylight through the 40. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Throwing again. Here's Wilson. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
Once more, it's Wilson. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Sticking in the air with Wilson. Throw complete to Warren. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. The defense calls a timeout. That's their 1st. The Steelers set to punt it. Xavier Gipson on to return for the Jets. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Jets are starting deep from their own territory here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. To throw, Rodgers. And no look there, that throw falls to the ground. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And now they face 2nd down.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. But over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball. It sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. He was looking Malachi Corley's way there. So they're left facing a 4th down.
So many coaches love third downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Fields this at the 42. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Steelers will take over possession. The Steelers taking over on offense with halftime rapidly approaching. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they may be able to put a little something together here before halftime. This ball's caught by Pickens. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Wilson with it on first. Ooh, someone got a hand on that one downfield, but he still makes the catch. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And he's going to go down. Jets brought the pressure and got to him. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
26-yard line.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they are the quickest reactions as well. He needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
3rd and long for him here. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Short kick gathered in at the 15. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. All right, here we go. 2nd down. He'll throw it. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Couldn't find Mike Williams on that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had. And incompletion is still pretty good for the defense.
Flush down now to his left. He's running for it. So we arrive at halftime here in Pittsburgh. The Steelers leading after 2. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. First, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. With that, the 2 squads are headed out of the tunnel. So let's get you back out to Kay Scott and Brock Hewitt.
Thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Now Boswell on to send this away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jets headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hall. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Escapes the puck. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
And the Steelers go a nickel. 3rd down. From the shotgun, Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. To throw, here's Wilson. It's Pickens on the slant. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
This is Harris on 2nd down. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
On 1st down, it's Wilson. The Jets get there and bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Looking for George Pickens that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or two short of that 25. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Steelers first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Duke's out of one stop. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Running behind center with Harris. Down to the 10. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Give him 4 yards, and that moves them that much closer. 2nd and goal now from the 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Russ now from the gun. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
You only get so many chances to make this type of play for your team. Boy, you'd love to see him come through there.
They'll run with Harris. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers push their lead further to start the half. Najee Harris, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Jets offense now set to take over. Well, we all know at this point, turnovers the big problem for them in this game, Brock. And not surprisingly, the defense has capitalized on those mistakes on more than one occasion to their benefit.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can be tough to win football games in spite of, right? But over the test of time, turnovers are the #1 thing that cost you games, especially after that first one. Once there's blood in the water, you feel it with the defense. They get all over you, trying to force another turnover and another and another.
To the air here on 1st down, Rodgers. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
Down the sideline inside the 40. And he has it almost to the red zone down at the 21-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And the Steelers get home. They drop him. And And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Extra man in the secondary for the Steelers. Third down coming up. Rodgers here from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets shrinking the lead some in the third. Malachi Corley the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Greg Zuerlein for the point after try. That one splits the uprights. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. His return starts at the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Steelers and this running back headed back out for a new series. That touchdown cut the lead by a chunk, Brock, but it's still a 2-score game as they start this drive out. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. And he gains ground to the 33 before being stopped. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And the Steelers go in nickel, 3rd down. They just get the play off. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. The Jets have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They'll go for it. Rodgers. And on fourth down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they go with Harris. And he's able to drive them forward into the red zone. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
2nd down here, another give to Harris. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson the Jets get there and bring him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got 2 options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And their lead holds steady at 10.
Really, Kate, that miss doesn't change a whole lot about the game management here. The only thing it does is provide a bit more momentum for the offense, running out in need of 2 quick scores.
The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And they're very fortunate the turnover on downs and short field did not lead to points. They can thank their defense by putting a scoring drive together right now. Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. He's got it, room to run. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Pass complete on the screen. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Now Rodgers on 3rd and short. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
I think it's fair to say, in the eye in the sky down the line, without that ball being tipped, we were looking at a big game. A missed opportunity to push their offense in a great play on the other side to deny the throw.
Desperation time on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Pressure's there, and the steel curtain closes on him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. Working quickly here. Here he is on 3rd and long. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and long.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. Caught by the open man. Oh, what a stiff arm. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First down throw by Rodgers. It's taken in by Williams. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Toss play, this is Hall. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Play action with Rodgers. Taken in by Williams outright. Nowhere really for him to go. He steps out, and they're going to lose some yardage.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
So the Jets are going to try a field goal on 4th down. Greg Zuerlein headed out. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Steelers offense headed out. They left a few on the table there last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Austin put in motion right. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Harris once more. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. That's good for 7 yards. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers leading by 7. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Another run with Harris here on 1st. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Staying on the ground with Harris. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you can feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Looking to throw. The Jets get there and bring him down. Offense staying out here. It's 4th and 11. Oh, they faked the spike. They're going to throw. Throw is caught by the back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. And this won't get close. They make the stand and force the turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Now here comes the New York offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now. And the Steelers get home. They drop him. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. He has the first over the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
And he's taken out of bounds behind the line. That's going to be a sack. Well, Brock, the fans, all right, here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on the North Shore. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.